How do you live the celebration for the 150 years of Red Cross and Red Crescent?
Well, 150 years sounds a long time. No, 150 years actually arrived very fast. In 150 years, Red Cross has done a tremendous lot. There are 186 national societies around the world in 186 countries. There are about 100 million volunteers, most of them trained and responding to the vulnerable. And the Red Cross is reaching about 200 million people every year. So we are doing a tremendous lot. Now, essentially, in every country where there are Red Cross societies, there are good civil society structure. There is a governance, there is management, there are systems in place. So there is a lot of training that is taking place. So the Red Cross has done a tremendous lot in 150 years, and it is actually on the way to make a big difference for the vulnerable around the world.
What do you suggest to the volunteers who are in Solferino for this celebration?
Volunteers, the Red Cross belongs to the volunteers. Now, celebration here is a celebration of the younger generation. The future is yours. It belongs to you. You make it. Essentially, I am very, very confident of the younger generation today. They are much better committed than my time. They are much better informed. They are better educated. They are better committed. So I see the future as very bright, actually, and you are trying your best to make a difference for the people. You belong to the people, obviously, and you are trying to make a difference, and I'm very happy about it. So my message is, you are doing fine. Keep up the good work.
Africa, Red Cross and Red Crescent. Which perspective of collaboration, participation, and development?
That's a very good question. Essentially, there is a tremendous lot of change taking place around the world. The world is moving changing for the better. Now, obviously, when changes take place, there are many things that happen. Now, in some cases, there are people who would be left behind. There are people who may not be able to keep up. There are people who are simply disabled and cannot participate, and the Red Cross does not believe in leaving people behind. I mean, the Red Cross supports everybody. So, if you unite, North, South, East, West, Africa, Europe, Asia, if you unite as the younger generation, you can make a tremendous lot of difference together.
Which is the hardest difficult to work for an humanitarian organization like you do?
What is the most difficult challenge we face? Let me think. I mean, it's the most difficult challenge is change. Now, adapting to change. Supporting transition in a good way. You see, when change comes, when the world is going ahead and changing, now there are many clashes that happen. Cultures could clash. Now, the ones that have developed so far may want to put terms of development for the world to develop the way they know. The ones that are developing now may want to develop their own way. Okay, so there are differences. Unless these differences are properly understood, accommodated, and there is willingness to move together, now there could be big challenge, and this challenge would create conflict. This challenge could aggravate climate change, for example. Now, this challenge could create food shortage. This challenge could also lead to economic crisis like we are facing now. And these crises would be very difficult for the most vulnerable. The poorest of the world would be hit hardest. Now that is where the Red Cross can make a difference. That is where you, younger generation, the world is yours. It belongs to you. You can make the future or you can break it. So I want you, the younger generation, to really work hard together and be the hope of the future for the whole world.